interesting now, aren't they? Couple of other things that are happening here. Bose did an interview recently. This is just a hodgepodge of things that kind of stood out to me about Beverly Hills in the past uh, week or two. Bose says that she feels used by Garcelle. This is, I mean, God, we're beating a dead horse here, but she's going back to the text that Kyle was texting PK. Nobody cares about this, although we're all going to have to relive this in a few weeks at the reunion. But she is saying that she feels used by Garcelle because Garcelle came to her and said, well, Kyle and PK are texting. And once Bose had this information, because she's such good friends with Dorit, she had no choice but to tell Dorit, and then it became a thing. And she's like, Garcelle, why are you doing this to me? Why didn't you just bring this to the group? I kind of feel used by you. I kind of feel like you are making me like, don't shoot the messenger. She has a point. I'm not picking on Garcelle. It seems like I'm picking on Garcelle this season. By the way, who are the real mean girls in this edit? Is it the Sutton and Garcelle sitting there cackling about like Dorit and being this and that and having double standards and that they are basically holding Erica's feet to the fire over a missing I mean, what is a missing $20 million? Poof. What is that? Like water for Tilly and Sutton? Holding her feet to the fire about that and mixing pills and alcohol and gaining weight and bloating up and then slimming down and Ozempic and holding her feet to the fire with everything, but yet Sutton is very outraged when Dorit questions her. So who are the real RHOBH mean girls? Or is it when Jennifer Tilly says, I thought I'd be welcome in this group? And yet it's not the case. So Kyle kind of runs the show, and you either do it Kyle's way or you do it no way. And there you go. So I don't know. I mean, also probably, Erica and Dorit, and although Erica at least appreciates her fashion. So who are the real Beverly Hills mean girls? But Bose wasn't impressed. Bose also wants everybody to know there's no friendship timeline. So I met Dorit. It's the real deal. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Be like, I didn't know you for this amount of time. Just chill out and I'll eventually get to know you. All these psychics we have on, I'd like to ask the psychics about Bose. You go through a lot in your first season of joining the Housewives. I'd like to ask them how Bose is doing. Like how much look, she looks like she was meant for this, but how is she really doing? I don't think she's going to be leaving anytime soon. I mean, but here's the thing about little Bosie Bose. She's getting a good edit, this Bose. She's getting a good edit. No, she's rising to the occasion. She's doing the job. Anne Marie couldn't do the job. By the way, did you see Anne Marie slammed Garcelle? Garcelle made that comment that not all skin folk are kinfolk. We can argue all day, guys. Some of you think it's about Anne Marie. Some of you say it's about Bose. And they had problems at the reunion. But Anne Marie ain't happy, and she's saying Garcelle ain't that girl, and basically she's very competitive with other black women. So that's what Anne Marie is saying. But regardless of that, Anne Marie didn't cut it. Diana Jenkins. So Bose cuts it. She cuts it. Diana Jenkins didn't cut it. The other one didn't cut it. But 8.5, that is. But Bose, you're getting a good edit, girl. So just know, I don't know what your season two is going to look like, but honey, by season 3 or 4, they're gonna come for you. So don't get too cocky that you're such a marketing genius and you have this whole thing figured out because it's coming for you. By the way, Dorit has been doing interviews and she's kind of we talked about this last week, and I have nothing against Kathy Hilton, but I said, is Kathy Hilton, quirky and hunky dory, or does she really know what she's doing? Well, Dorit apparently listens to our show, and she's been saying the same thing in interviews that Kathy ain't as innocent as she looks. Like basically, her little innocent act is not really what it is. Yeah, so those are just a couple of things that have been surfacing. Gary Janetti, did you see this? He posted, what is it, Sutton or Nutton? He walked by Sutton's store. There's nothing there. Sutton's store is online now, people. Anyway, that's what he said. And I mean, of course, Lisa Rinna, I think, commented like, Gary, darling. But anyway, Sutton commented and she said, I'm in the back now, expanded hunty. So someone else the other day posted about Sutton's store. She posted a cat sweater, and someone commented, I thought you were closed down. And Sutton said, No, we're open. Like just deadpan. That's my type of humor. It's like when all the trolls come after me, I respond and I say, Seems like you're upset. Kill them with kindness, people. And sometimes you got to tell them to fuck off. But so Gary Janetti is entering the chat. I wonder how Brad feels about that. Gary's also calling for a Housewives prison show starring Jen Shaw and Teresa and her latest Karen Huber. When are we going to hear about Potomac? Oh, Salt Lake has started filming. God, we have so much to just seeing something. Sorry. We have so much to cover this week. Salt Lake has started. Oh, and by the way, at Salt Lake, we could not we have a lot of these topics will have to be drawn out for next time. But Salt Lake, we got them all. Brittany is there. Brittany, girl. I don't know if there's going to be an Osmond, but Brittany is there. They were all in the hot springs or the cold springs, and they were filming. And we saw Meredith and this and that. Baby Gorgeous wasn't there, but don't you worry about Baby Gorge. She was dealing with South by Southwest. Maybe she was rubbing elbows with that Blake Lively. I think she was at South by Southwest. So everyone's there. Brittany is back for all of you. Who are worried about that. Camille Grammer's been doing some talking and saying that there was a secret scene that was cut out between her and Dorit. And, she really wishes they showed that because she was at Kathy Hilton's party. And I guess Dorit said, What are you doing here? And then she said, Well, darling, I was invited. And she really gave it to Dorit. And Camille now wants that scene to be seen. Camille might as well just call the producers and ask if she can join the damn show because she likes to talk about it. I do agree with Dorit. Camille's looking for her moment, but I love when we have a Camille moment. I find her to be one of my actual favorite. Like when people are on Watch What Happens and Andy says, Who do you want? What is your hot take? Who do you want back from the past? And it doesn't have to be Beverly Hills, any season. Michelle Collins, who was on this podcast, was just on and she said Eileen Davidson and she pitched. My pitch is look, Denise Richards has her own show and it's great. I'm loving Atlanta. I'm loving Denise's show. What is happening to me? I'm really loving a lot lately, but not loving Southern Charm. But she gave a pitch for Eileen Davidson. Denise's show is great. I love Denise's show. I don't want Denise back as a housewife because it wasn't really her thing. I want Camille back. If I could pick any franchise, any housewife, that's who I want back. I want Camille back. I'd love Kim Richards back too, but I don't think she's well. The person has to be ready. Like I'm thinking about people that are ready to film today. Camille. Camille is my choice of who I want back from the past. But she says, that this fight with Dorit was epic and she really did her thing. And we all should have seen this scene because we would have just been like, wow, it would have been so different. So there you go. Anyway, guys, what a day. We have a lot to get to. Tomorrow we'll do a quick hit in the afternoon with some things that are, what I really want to focus on, what I haven't really talked about is I haven't really talked about Tamra yet in detail, leaving the OC and then being talked off the ledge and shocker. Now she's back, but we'll talk about a bunch of stuff tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for being here on a Saturday. I love you all. I don't know what I would do without you guys. Slip into the comments. Who do you guys want back? You could pick one housewife from any franchise. Who would you want back? And someone that's really ready to do. And I mean, yeah, I'd like the original Roni back, but not really. That ship has kind of sailed. Camille is my person. Happy Saturday. Do something fun today. Take the day off. And I'll see you tomorrow. We'll drop a new episode. We got 2 good episodes planned for tomorrow. So have a great Saturday, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.